kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Quick strike complete. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
1st and goal from the 5 as they try to put up the first points of this game. They just keep firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Frost. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bentley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's caught. It's Spike. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the tailback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Frost. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. Never allowed. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Scott. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And off from the shotgun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. To the air, it's Frost. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dennis. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Caught close to the marker. It's White. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Frost. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. There he goes. This defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. 7.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He wants to change this route. Looks as if he's going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've already converted a couple of times on third down. Now they'll try to push it forward a couple of inches. Off play action. Snags it. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. That's caught. It's Bell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This offense doing business in the red zone. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Frost. Fires left. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. QB draw. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Frost. Quickly out to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's got a touchdown.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Frost. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down, and you better do it quickly.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way. Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
At the 34. Second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Frost. The short hands. It's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Leaves it with the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Off the play fake. looking to take a shot. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the time.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And
got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
On the set.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Frost. They're working that left side. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. Gets a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
Timeout called by the offense.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Leaves it with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll move the wide receiver. Try and play action. Dances away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
It'll be third and long. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
First and goal for the offense. Sends it back in motion. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout by the offense.
Ready, set.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Scott. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead. The big running back, he's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. Tag. Touchdown. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll send the back in motion. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Frost. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route, and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Frost. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Now on 1st down from the 40.
Here we go, here we
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Young. All the way in for the touchdown. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 24 to Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense.
Here we go!
They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Second down.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Jackrabbit!
Wants to throw. It's Frost. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Lasso! Lasso! Morgan! Morgan!
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go! Lion!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he'll take this one all the way home and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Slithers into space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Running back searching for a hole. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Grab near the sticks. It's White. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.